today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from... On 1st and 10, Huntley, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to run. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
To throw again. Huntley. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Taken right around the 44. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd
on 3rd down. Huntley, and that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
By Devin Bush. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Huntley's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's now 2nd and
throwing again. Huntley. That one is caught by Hunt. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and more inside the 30.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the counter, Hunt.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw, Huntley. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he's got it up and through. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the option, it's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even...
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really getting routed at this point. Keeping them in the game as best they can, they've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away, because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
And now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards. First down, Raven.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Number 81.
From 13 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Taken down and sacked. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across
there to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Jackson's pass.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Baltimore.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The keeper.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's able to put it through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run again with Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Hunt. That's good for a Pittsburgh.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good for a Pittsburgh.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Conner, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, a run with Conner. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This is Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Huntley. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a run with Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Baltimore.
They'll run on first down. Haywood, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
31. Steelers 7.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On first down, Huntley. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
By Devin Bush. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Jackson on the keeper.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
Steelers 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Huntley throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley, he'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
34-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quick.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
But yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to 20. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
14. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ravens offense back out there. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Brown.